It's morphin' time!
Pterodactyl! Hi there, this is Doctor with Rangers of Wrestling bringing you your Impact review. And as always, I am joined by my co-host, the one, the only, Swerve Show. Hey, what's up, Swerve Show?
That sounds so cringy. What's up, Datilla, Rangers of Wrestling? Your friends, your family up in the chatty.
Yes. Well, I mean, is there a certain way you want me to introduce you? Like, I call Steve Canada's greatest export.
Oh man.
So is there a certain way you want me to introduce you? I could
America's greatest deport.
What?
I don't know. That's wild. I didn't know that
deport.
nickname, man. Ooh, man, that got me turned on the way you said it.
Oh, wow.
I'm bugging. Let's go talk Impact Wrestling.
Yes, definitely. Let's talk about Impact Wrestling. All right. So Impact Wrestling started off with a triple threat match. It was Trey Miguel versus Laredo Kid versus Zayne. I have to say, I was super impressed by this match. I actually really like this match. Laredo Kid, Zayne going at it. Definitely would like to see a one-on-one match between them if there already is any one-on-one match between them. And then Matthew Rehwodlt, formerly from WWE, what was his name in WWE? Oh, Aiden English, was watching this match backstage. I have to say, one of my favorite spots in this match was Zayne, when Zayne had Miguel on the top rope, and then Laredo Kid took him down with the springboard piranha. What were your thoughts on this? What were your thoughts on this?
Pretty cool. I liked exactly. You nailed it right on the spot with everything. I couldn't say it any better. Looks like they are pushing Trey Miguel once again. I don't know who he is though. I know they're giving him a lot of W's as we saw here. I don't know if he should be in. I don't know about him, but obviously he's getting a huge push. Don't know really that much about the other two guys he faced off against.
So. Well, it was Laredo Kid and Zayne. The Laredo Kid we've seen before on Impact. He's pretty impressive. And you like our nice little overlay I made for us?
Oh yeah, definitely. Very creative.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. After this match, we had, you know how I said Matthew Rehwodlt was watching backstage? So we got a segment from him. He basically called Laredo Kid Niño. Laredo Kid. He said that he's poetry in motion, that he has lucha libre, that art, and that he wants to build and create something that so many people would attack his mask, which is his legacy that he spent so many years building, and that many people don't understand his lucha libre, and he wants to bring Laredo Kid into his world. What were your thoughts on this segment?
It was good. I thought yeah, I just it was an okay match.
Well, first of all, I'm pretty intrigued by this segment, because it's like, okay, so like, what would Matthew Rehwodlt want with Laredo Kid? You get me? Maybe as a manager, maybe he just wants to show him. Like, do you think it'll be like a segment that like maybe Matthew Rehwodlt wants to take Laredo Kid under his wing, but Laredo Kid refuses, and then it leads to like a match between the two of them? You think this is going?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. I could see him taking Laredo underneath his wings and see exactly where he said.
Yeah. All right. So then after this, backstage you get a Christopher Daniels segment. He's saying that the forbidden door is open, so he decided to go through it. But then again, he was like, why knock on it when you helped build the house? And that he was going to read the gospel to Mad Fulton tonight. And then Josh Alexander shows up and basically apologizes for interrupting and wanted to personally thank Daniels, and says that it's always great to see the fallen angel. Then Christian Cage shows up and says that they wouldn't need Christopher Daniels if somebody just kept their eyes on the ball. And that Christopher Daniels basically says that he's not here to be the good guy. He wants things to be civil on his first night back. And that he's not here to be a friend to everybody, and he has his own agenda. What do you think his agenda is? You think his agenda is to capture the X Division championship or become Impact champion?
Probably become. But I'm just surprised that Christopher Daniels got the W, though. That's pretty wild considering he's a super old veteran and he wasn't really top notch when he was in AEW botching all the time and he gained a few pounds. So him to get a
Rose
W,
with the little emoji.
to get that W here is a surprise in itself.
Yeah. So after that segment, we got into Madman Fulton versus Christopher Daniels. Like you said, Christopher Daniels did get the win in this match. So it was surprising that he did.
Yeah, definitely.
And, definitely, right? Because Madman Fulton was knocking down Christopher Daniels. And then Ace Austin got involved, and of course, Josh Alexander came out to help Christopher Daniels. Got to give the vet his W. That's what Rose says.
Definitely, Rose Montana, what it do? Come up on here.
Yep, definitely. You should come up on here, Rose. Make the stream much more funner.
Oh, damn!
No, you're fun too. But I'm saying it'll be more fun. That's why I said more fun. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. Oh. So the way Daniels won was he used a BME, best moonsault ever. That's how he won.
I missed out on that. Did he actually complete it or did it look sloppy like every time he does it?
Oh, he completed it.
That's what's up. Props to him.
Then after that, this, hold on. 1, 2, 3. We only had 4. We actually had 4 matches tonight and a bunch of segments. Actually skipped a match. Before we move on to the main event, I actually skipped the Influence, which is Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood versus Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering. I guess I skipped it because I wasn't really paying attention to this match. It was an okay match. The Influence picked up the win, but I mean, this match really didn't do it for me. And there's no disrespect to the knockouts,
This was cringe because Tennille Dashwood has 1 million followers on Twitter. I don't even know how she gets it. Madison Rayne retired more than Leo Rush has. Jordynne Grace is like a real life bitch. Rachel Ellering has resting face. And there's no storylines, and it's not bashing them because we see what even green people have, like what's her name does in AEW. All of the women there, women at NXT.
Really? You skipped that match on purpose? Maybe it did.
Yeah. That's what threw me off. You just went into like some muck-off Sluglu went into it. I was like, what?
Oh, I'm sorry to throw you off. I totally, I was double checking my notes, and that's what happened. So before we get into our main event, we had a Violent by Design segment. They were basically trying to tell Rhino to choose, was he with them or not? And guess who comes back? Heath comes back, formerly Heath Slater of the WWE. He made his return tonight and basically wanted an answer from Rhino. He didn't get one. So I mean, Rhino didn't answer whether he was with Violent by Design or not. And then Heath came out wanting an answer. So I'm intrigued by this segment because does that mean Rhino is going to leave Violent by Design and realign himself with Heath? Is he going to play both sides of the coin? What do you think? What do you think might happen?
I think he's definitely leaving Violent by Design because that's what Rhino does. He joins factions and leaves. I think we need to get that Heath Slater Rhino tag team. It's something that would be cool, and I could see them possibly beating the Good Brothers that have the Impact titles right now, and it'll make a little good storyline right there. Right there.
Yes. So the main event it was a street fight, and it was W. Morrissey versus Eddie Edwards. One of my favorite spots in this match was when Edwards took a replica of the TNA World Title from a fan, and he hit W. Morrissey with it.
That was amazing. And I think I'm calling you out. You said that there's no way that Eddie Edwards almost wins this match and that Morrissey beats him. And boy, were we in a shocker.
Yeah, I know. We were in for
I'm shocked too. I doubled down with you too. I agreed. I think Rose was with us as well when you said it. And it was just like, yeah, obviously he's going to win. Eddie Edwards is like Tommy Dreamer 2.0. And then tonight happened and we were all in shock.
Yes, but how it happened, let me tell you how it happened.
Tell him.
So, Alicia Edwards came out with a kendo stick, who I believe they call Kendra, and she hit W. Morrissey with it. Edwards power bombed him through two chairs, and he was getting ready for set up for the Boston knee, but Alicia stopped him, and she grabbed a barbed wire chair, put it in front of Morrissey, and he did the Boston knee, and that's how he picked up the victory over W. Morrissey. What are your thoughts on the way he won?
Yeah. Nothing. It's creating a storyline, so I like where that's going on. I didn't want Eddie Edwards to win. I don't like Eddie Edwards, but it is what it is.
Yes, and then after that, you know what happens? Moose comes out, attacks Edwards. He spears him through a table, and to top it off, William Morrissey grabs Alicia Edwards. She forces Alicia to watch as Moose puts Eddie Edwards into a chair necktie and throws him against the ring post. Woo-hoo. And then he grabs the chair and hits him with it. Rose said it was a cool match.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. What are your thoughts on Moose attacking Edwards?
The big men, they're getting the big men into play. So they have that. They have Madman Fulton. Supposedly Braun is coming out there.
They said it was a cool match. Whoa.
Yeah, I agree.
Replay? Your replay? What are your thoughts on good TV main event? Yes, Zayne Montana says it was a good TV main event. I agree. It was. It truly was. You know, a lot of people sleep on Impact, but I actually like tonight's show. Except for the knockouts match. What about you?
I like the storyline with Rhino and Violent by Design.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how Impact can have multiple storylines going on at once. So we actually found out some, I don't want to say some sad news or heart, but some potentially for Johnny Swinger, because I like Swinger's Palace. I don't know about you, but I like Johnny Swinger and Little Swinger's Palace. Turns out he doesn't have a Tennessee license to run a casino, so they might shut down. So Scott D'Amore might shut down a Swinger's Palace, which it would be sad because I like Swinger's Palace segments. I think they're hilarious.
They are.
My favorite one was the No Way Jose one. Yeah. All right. Well, as we get ready to wrap up, what would you rate tonight's show on a scale of 1 to 5?
Give it a 3.5, a high 3.
Is that a Rose Montana high 3.5?
Yes.
I agree with you. It's definitely a 3.5. It would have been a 4 if it wasn't for that knockouts match.
Yeah, I agree.
But definitely was a good show. And a lot of people need to stop sleeping on Impact. They're building towards Bound for Glory. And guess who's going to Bound for Glory?
That the Swerve Show dog?
No. Yours truly. Oh, yeah. Before we go, Rose Montana alluding to the fact that Impact has created a new title called the Digital Media Championship. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought
that came out of the left field.
Yeah, the belt looks awesome. I like where they're going with it. Too bad they should have done this earlier, but they're the first federation to capitalize on the YouTube titles and all. Do you know anything else besides that? Besides us guessing that it's going to be like a social media title?
Okay, so both men and women are included in the promotional material for the tournament that's taking place to crown the first ever champion. The tournament kicks off October 5th, with the matches airing on Impact Plus, YouTube, and more social media platforms. And the finals will be taking place at Bound for Glory. So I think they announced some of the card. They announced some of the matches, but I just didn't. Let me see. This tournament is starting. This juices the digital media. Let me see if I could find something. Oh, I do like the belt. It's nice
ranking
belt.
Time. Which video?
It is ranking time. It looks like the AEW championship. with Danny Sadin saying that picture of you is a nightmare. No, it's not. Don't say that. So it doesn't say. Oh, okay. So here you go. So the idea behind the title is to push the company's YouTube, Impact Plus, and their other social media platforms. So yeah. So basically, it's to push their social media stuff, which makes sense. And the fact that both men and women can compete for it, I think that's a really cool idea. We haven't had that happen ever. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that? The fact that men and women can compete for this title. You guys think that's a good thing? You guys think it should have been exclusively to the men, exclusively to women, or is it a great idea that they're all competing, that they all can compete for it? Looks like.
Hey, can I call? I got to get off real quick. But thank you. I'll be listening to the channel. Bye.
All right, you're welcome. All right. Let me take this banner off. Alrighty, let me see. It says hi. Yes. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess that wraps up for today. But yeah, I would love to know everybody's thoughts in the comments and opinions on the new title that was announced tonight. So it's a pretty cool title. I'm actually looking forward to seeing who wins the first championship. I don't know. I can't. I have to wait to see how the tournament goes before I can make a prediction as to who would win. All right. So that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.